Hi friends, it's Cindy Lyon from Greetings and Memories. Hey, if you guys were on my new catalog mailing list, you would have received this little catalog survival kit in the mail. And one of the things that was in there was this cute little candy bar wrapper. And I've had some questions on how to make that. So I'm going to show you today how to come up with the candy bar wrapper, but instead of just giving you the dimensions for making the Hershey bar wrapper, I thought I would take it a step further and show you how to measure out and come up with a wrapper for any size treat that you want to put in there. Because, hey, you know what? I have discovered that even better than Hershey bars, I love these milk chocolate bars that I get from Aldi with my shipped delivery. So I'm going to show you how to measure your candy bar and figure out the dimensions to cut and score the wrapper. So let me move this aside. And I'm going to just make this in plain basic white cardstock because I don't know how I'm going to want to decorate it afterwards. But okay, so what we need to know is we need to know the height of our candy bar, which is, looks like that's 4 3/8 inches. So I'm going to write that down here in my little notes section. And then the width of the candy bar is 2 inches. The thickness, this is a little thicker than a Hershey bar. So I'm going to say that that thickness is about 3/8 of an inch. And then we're going to need to go 2 inches across again. Add that thickness again. And then I'm going to give myself about a 1/2 inch overlap for gluing that together. So looks like our total width is going to be 2, 4, 4.5, 4.5 plus 6/8 is going to make that 5 1/4 inches for the total width. So I need to cut a piece of paper that is 4 3/8 inches by 5 1/4 inches, assuming that I did that math correctly because math is not my strong suit. So let's move that chocolate bar aside. And we'll go ahead and cut our cardstock here. So I'm going to cut that 4 3/8 inches. Put that aside for another project. And then 5 1/4 inches. And discard this piece, save for another time. Okay, so now I need to start scoring. So, you know what? And I'm going to take my cutting blade right out so I don't accidentally cut when I mean to score. So, that first score line is going to be at 2 inches. And then I need to add 3/8 of an inch to that. So my next score line is going to be at 2 3/8. And then I need to add 2 more inches. So I'm going to go to 4 3/8. And then I need to add another 3/8. So 4 6/8 is going to be the same thing as 4 3/4. And then that leaves me my little flap to overlap here. So I don't know if you can see the score lines there. I've got my 2 inches, my 3/8 inches, another 2 inches, another 3/8 inches, and then my 1/2 inch overlap. So I can move the paper cutter out of the way. grab my bone folder here. I forgot to get that out before I started, so I can get a nice crisp crease on all of those score lines. And then I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to apply adhesive here. And I'm going to use the Stamp & Seal Plus on this one just because I want to make sure I have really strong adhesive that's not going to come undone. You could also use some of the liquid glue. And then leaving that flat, I'm going to fold that up and press it down. And there, now you can see my candy bar fits right in there. But, and you can see I didn't quite line that up perfectly. So I'm going to take my paper snips and trim that tiny little bit off of there. There, that looks better. Okay. But now to show you the trick with the ribbon part, now what we need to do is I'm going to cut some ribbon about 3 times the length of my box here. So what did I say? That was 4.5 inches. So yeah, we're going to round that off and say about 14 inches of ribbon. And I'm going to use some of my new open weave ribbon in the polished pink in color. Cut that at a nice angle there with my snips. And then I'm also going to cut some twine to tie the bow around the ribbon there. And I'm using the snail mail twine combo pack that came out of our January to June 2021 mini catalog. But we do also have a twine combo pack in the new 2021 to 2022 annual catalog too. And I don't remember what length it needed to be. I'm just going to take a wild guess and say 8 inches. And if it's too long, I can always trim it off. So I have my ribbon ready. And then the part that you didn't see here yet is that I'm going to punch a hole in the front and the back to run my ribbon through. And I'm just using a good old-fashioned hole punch here. And I'm going to go down low enough so that I can cover that up with my embellishment layer. And I'm not trying to punch through both layers at the same time. And you can see my punch didn't completely cut. There we go. So now what I need to do is run my ribbon through both sides. And then here's the magic trick part. If I place my candy bar in here and push it down, except it didn't stay even, did it? I'll have to, yep. And then push the candy bar down in. Take my twine. Tie that tightly around the top of the ribbon. And make a bow. And yeah, I did cut that twine a little longer than I needed to. 6 inches probably would have been good instead of 8, but better to have it too long than too short. So there you go. Now, if you just pull this ribbon, the chocolate bar comes out, or you can slide it back in, and then you can decorate the top of that any way that you like. And again, remember, you're doing the height of your candy bar, then you're doing the width plus the depth plus the width again plus the depth the second time, and then your little flap overlap to adhere. And in my case, I chose to do a 1/2 inch overlap. So that is how you figure out how to do that. Like I said, I'll embellish that later and post a picture of the finished product for you. This one was actually done with papers, stamps, and dies from the new hand-penned petals suite in the new 2021 to 2022 annual catalog. And I also wanted to mention this catalog survival kit again. Like I said, I did send those out to the folks on my catalog mailing list, some samples of the new in colors, the candy bar, a little decorated pen, and some other goodies. But I am also including this in my Hostess packets through June 14th because there is a Hostess bonus special going on during that time frame from now through June 14th, 2021. And what it is you get, in addition to the 10% or more that you would earn in host rewards, we're going to give you a bonus $25 on any party of any party of $250 and more. And so that works out to at least $50 in host rewards for a $250 party. So if that's something that you're interested in knowing more about, message me and let me know. I'd be happy to answer any questions for you. But again, this is Cindy. I am Greetings and Memories on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and my currently under construction blog, or my Stampin' Up! Website is Cindy Lyon at stampinup.net, and that's where you can find the supplies to create these projects. Thanks for joining me, and talk to you later. Bye.